Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Virgo channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Virgo. Know that energy is fluid. Roles could be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates. I hope everyone is having a great Tuesday, or maybe you might be where it's Wednesday, or you might be where it's Monday, right? I mean, all over the world. So I hope you're having a great day. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general message, as I said, for Virgo. But no, I like to dive deep within the readings. So I do look at everything, but we take more time to look at the spiritual blocks, shadow seal. They play it as karmic themes to help you understand why everything's playing out the way that it is. Now, also know that energy is fluid, roles could be reversed. Don't force anything. Take what you need, leave the rest. The message always goes to the person that needs to hear the message. That's how spiritual energy works. We always get what we need, not what we want. Now, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box. You want to enter into winning free reading with me, like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always on the first card that I pull out. It's the underlining energy that tells me why everyone's doing what they're doing. Very important when people wear masks, create personas and illusions and gaslight, which is what karmics love to do. All right, let's see what the word of the video is. Lately, I've been pulling two cards. You don't have to write both words. You can just write one word in your comment bar. You know, if I chose you, if I wrote the word winner underneath your comment, then you'll have to reach out to me through email. Tell me what channel you found me on, days and times that you're available, and know that all readings are done live. I believe in spiritual law. You can make it private. A lot of people, I do their readings and you don't even know that I'm doing them because I send them their link, you know, and some ask questions beforehand. They just send it in an email and other people don't. So again, you can make it private. You don't have to. Betrayal. The betrayal. Let's see. Pull that one because I wanted to come out. Intrusive, intrusive. So I'm kind of feeling like you are obviously connected with someone that betrayed you, that it stabbed you in the back. And like their thoughts are being really intrusive about it now. It's starting to really bother them over and over and over again. I feel like it's possibly because of where they are also in their life. They're not happy. They're dealing with someone that's intrusive. So again, they're thinking about you, and possibly they might have even betrayed you for this person. And again, what they see is that they didn't choose the right person. That could be one storyline. Another storyline is again that this person is again their own thoughts about how they treated you are becoming very intrusive. Now let's see what they did. We'll see what the storyline is by the more cards that we pull, right? But I felt two different storylines. Okay. I kind of flew out. It's again, this person was rebellious. It's again, no matter, like again, they created the illusion, the facade that they were like a bad boy, bad girl, that they didn't need to be in a relationship, that they were a loner, and that they just were rebellious. Like whatever you would ask of them, they would act like it was a chore, and even just the basic respect, I feel like. And again, needing to appear different just for the sake of it. But it's really because when a person acts rebellious and they act tough or they act mean or it's again that facade, it's because they're not strong within themselves. They're creating an identity that they want you to perceive that they are, but that's not really who they are. And that's what you knew. Is again, what you knew was that this person was lost is again, if anything, they felt like they had no purpose. They feel like they don't fit in. They feel like they're the squeaky wheel. They withdraw emotionally. So it's like, it's not like you didn't try and talk to this person. It's not like you didn't try and help this person. But this person's too busy creating the illusions and facades to actually let anyone in. It's a real second chakra imbalance where this person has trust issues. They'll have intimacy issues. They're going to have the avoidant style. So again, that makes being in a relationship with them next to impossible. Because relationships are all about compromise. It's all about working together. It's all about, like I said, compromise and working together. And this person doesn't communicate. And if they don't like what you're saying, well, then they're going to withdraw, and they're going to withdraw a lot because they're insecure and they're never going to take things the way that you're saying them. Everything that you say needs to be sugar coated. But then if it is sugar coated to the extreme, then this person doesn't understand what you meant because you weren't clear enough. So, they're too insecure for you to actually be able to communicate with them the way that you would, feel comfortable with. This person again just is what he keeps saying, the same thing, like they're in a world of their own. They're a rebel without a cause. It's like where they again feel like they need to be alone. It's a them issue. So to be in a relationship with this person, you don't know who you're in a relationship with. You're in a relationship with a facade. And it's again, and this is the reason why. And it's again there, so there's this real sneaky energy where this person like isn't honest. They'll tell you part of a story. They won't tell you all of the story. So you can't make the right choices for yourself because whatever you decide to do is based on the information that this person is giving you, and they're not going to tell you the whole story. They're going to tell you what's convenient for them. So again, and so that they can stay in the dark. So again, it keeps you in the dark, but it keeps them in the dark side, is what I'm meaning to say. But it keeps you in the dark, like, and what you know too is that part of their avoidance style is that they escape with different types of substances to avoid their reality because they don't like their reality, and you're never going to like your reality if you are coming from a facade, or you're creating illusions. What's going to happen eventually is shame happens because eventually people find out who you truly are. This person will overcompensates in trying to make you believe something about themselves. And so the energy doesn't even feel authentic. It feels weird. And like I said, it just keeps them in the dark side. And I said that before. It's like where it's like they're just continuously tempted to engage in destructive behavior. And the reason why is because when a person has a very low energy, and this is what we see here, someone that has low energy that needs substances to escape their reality because they don't know who they are. They're like lost. So they again just create a persona like a rebel without a cause, and what you're gonna have is someone of that eventually, like whatever the reality that they built or want you to perceive about themselves, it comes out. And like you said, it winds up this person just keeps reliving shame, 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 shame. And that means the person that's dealing with them is usually is feeling like victimized, betrayed. Because again, this person doesn't come from their true sense of self. Again, everything crumbles in this person's life because nothing's built on truth. So the connection that they built with you wasn't built on really who they were. They were pretending to be someone that they're not. Again, and they have really a long way to go before they really know what they want. Okay, like they don't know what they want because they don't know who they are, is what Spirit says. Like the journey is going to help them grow. It's going to help them grow, but the end result shouldn't be to be with you because this person doesn't know who they are. So that means that they're always going to be empty and they will always want you to fill them up. It'll always be your job to fill them up, which means that you're not going to get anything in return. It's going to be a one-sided connection. And it's just because this person doesn't know who they are, and that's going to be, it's a pain in the ass when you're dealing with a person that number one is unaware of who they are, but then is going to be self-righteous. And they're going to be self-righteous because, hey, again, they don't want to be told like what's wrong with them. They don't want to be, it's again, it's when you say something, just you alone is going to trigger this person because you alone makes them feel. They have feelings, and that again, that the feelings are so deep, but then they don't like who they are. They're insecure. So then what does this person do? They create the persona, and the persona, just like I said, is this person that wants to act angry, wants to be like a rebel without a cause, someone that pretends to be alone, someone that doesn't need love. And in that, it's again, they're really a troublemaker because in this, it's like they could create so much drama because hey, that it's a distraction from you really seeing who they truly are, right? That's number one. Number two, how can they continue with the persona that they're, desirable? How are they going to keep you like on the hook without giving you anything? Well, again, create drama, talking to other people, but understand that's also because they're empty. So you would actually have to be giving to them 24/7. I mean, it we have to be able to fill our own cup up. And that's done not through our relationship. It's again, if we find that it's only through our relationship, we tend to become bored of the relationship. The relationship becomes too predictable. It becomes comfortable for someone that's insecure, but then they're not going to honor it. They're not going to respect it because they abused it. They abused that person because that person was there to fill them up continuously, continuously, continuously. But in that, whoever's going to be with them has to abandon whatever they're doing. And so again, this person knows that no one wants to do that. No one wants to abandon what they're doing. So how are they going to keep you on the hook? They're going to be a troublemaker. It's all about constraining you. And meanwhile, they want to constrain you, but they're going to be on the search for someone else at the same time. And it's because they are not strong within themselves. So all they do is create attachments. And you don't want an attachment because that's not where the person actually needs you, but they're going to make you perceive that you need them by playing a lot of mind games, expecting again that you would have expectations, but this person has very excessive behavior that's all about deceiving. So the relationship is just toxic. It would be toxic, is that's really what it is. This person would expect you to be innocent, there's a sense of that. This person, whatever you're doing, like I said, this person that would take you right off your track. Understand because there's a sense that they need to find self and understand. I just feel like I said this person there is, and they do feel like there is an emotional connection, but there always is one when there is a spiritual connection. The irony is it says on the bottom, healer, counselor, advisor, right? So it's almost like this person like feels this connection to you. And I feel like it's like they see it after they betrayed you. But there's also a sense, like I said, that this person, like you can't trust them. You can't trust them at all. You can't trust them. It's like they just want control. There is like again this spiritual force, but it's again we see the multi-dimensional aspects of this connection, which it's a karmic one. It is multifaceted, but I believe it's pushing you into your creative force and not really again to be with this person. And I say that only because from a higher perspective, it's like you see it. You see that you can have a connection to someone that and there is love, and it's not for there's no explanation for why there is love, but that this person's not in alignment with source. Like you see the big picture. So, and yes, so you're able to look at this connection through a higher perspective. And I think that this person confuses that. I feel like they think that the spiritual connection means that you're going to be someone that like would give in, wouldn't keep your boundaries, and that where that's not the point of this connection. This person feels that safety. And part of that too is because, hey, there was a connection, they abused the connection, and now it's like you're not affected by it, right? You're not, you're living your life. This person doesn't like their life. So understand that's a narcissist right there. Someone that doesn't like their life, but likes your life. And now like is seeing like, again, benefit, but is going to say that they see it through a spiritual perspective. And I feel like you see things from a higher perspective. Like you learn saying, I love this person, but that doesn't mean that I want to have this person in my life. There's an unexplained love. That's what I feel like you see. And that you're supposed to use that emotional energy really to create. Like it's again, there's a creative force, and that creative force a lot of times comes through like pain. That's how we transmute pain into power. And so that's how the situation is multifaceted. It's like you have a person here that there was a connection, but they were an asshole the whole time. They were not nice the whole time. It triggered you. It triggered you to make you feel a certain way, which we're going to look at through the inner child wounds. But when we go even above and beyond, like meaning we say, let me look at this this situation from a different perception. You are able to look at it through the lens of unconditional love and say, I love this person, but I love myself. It was a cleansing. We see again, number one, hard cleansing. Number two, learner, thing, friendship, shame, vulnerability, trauma, creativity, and abuse. So, obviously, if we grew up with trauma and that trauma was abuse, we're talking emotional abuse when it's shame. We continue to see that karmic theme play out, not just within the family, but within friendships, where vulnerability would be next to impossible because, again, trust. You were not taught trust because, again, you were abused. So, again, using your voice would be difficult as well, where I feel like that's what this person was doing. They were making it kind of impossible, like where you had to sugarcoat, but if you sugarcoat, oh, I don't understand, but if you were too direct, then it triggered their insecurity. Again, not caring, but utilizing your voice to set boundaries. And I feel like you weren't allowed to have boundaries when you were a kid. And so that abuse that you grew up in played out within friends. We see like this card. I never think it's friends because the kid's like has quotes, which tells me again that not really a friend. Does that person look like a friend? Doesn't look like a friend at all. Well, again, that betrayal. And that betrayal that again plays out within shame, almost as if you would take on someone else's negative karma if you were with this person. And I feel that because this person already showed you that they were abusive. The situation is for you to cleanse. You have that capability. And I feel like if you grew up in trauma with abuse, like that was severe psychological and emotional abuse, well, you're an empath. You're a highly sensitive person. Whether you are healed or not, you have the power to cleanse yourself. Meaning, like, you might not be 100% healed, but you can heal yourself partially because it's intuitive. And that would be by creating yourself. So as a kid, in order to get away from abuse, I feel like you relied on friends too much. And part of relying on those friends too much gave those friends a lot of power where betrayal wound up playing out. Also, those people that you relied on also projected that you betrayed them because boundaries are an issue. The second chakra is affected because there was no support. And there was no support because you were psychologically and emotionally abused. There was a lot of trauma. There could have even been physical abuse where you just did not feel supported. So in that, there was a lot of shame because the same karmic themes were played out where you were taught not to trust because of that psychological and emotional abuse that you endured growing up, whether it was psychological, emotional, or it could be physical as well. Um, but like I said, that is the energy that imprinted on the subconscious mind, and that is the energy that continues to play out. And that's what this person, again, even though there's a soul connection, and the way this person like does love, I see it. Um, they're not healthy. I'm looking for a deck of cards. They're not healthy. They're not healthy to be in a connection with anybody because they don't know who they are. And as long as they don't know who they are, they're always going to create a facade or an illusion to wear a mask and not be able to create real, true intimacy because they're not going to be transparent. They always withdraw. And it's like they're living a big secret, and if the person doesn't build real emotional, authentic connection, it's really easy for them to betray you, and that's what I feel like this person keeps on like repeating that karmic cycles, which is what has made them actually feel like they don't trust themselves, like they can't connect with people because they know that they are the main equation of it. They don't know why they do what they do. They don't know how they do what they do is what spirit is saying. But nevertheless, you would stay in a place of being abused if you chose to like be with this person. Again, you're on your true path. The spirit says you're on the right path. You did the right thing by again walking away, even if it's the not the most traveled. So you may be someone that's like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Spirit says that's part of your path. You're finding your path, and part of finding your path is creating your own way. Again, the path unfolds when you're on it. So again, there needs to be a catalyst of love something that you're pouring your passions and your, something that you love, something that you're going to birth. Again, that's the to be on the path is to be on your own path. It's a road less traveled because most people do what society tells them to do. They don't do what they came here to do, which is whatever their heart's desire is to do. They feel like they can't do that when really we can. The supernatural part of ourselves says that we can. We need to put enough effort into it. And so Spirit says is again was about believing, having unshakable faith, while you're on this path, like of choosing yourself. That's really what it is. You walked away from this person. Spirit says, walk away from this person and go on the road less traveled. Again, the path unfolds as you're on it. Have unshakable faith. No, nothing can stop you. Only you stop you. And again, it's all about loving yourself, giving to yourself. That's what really Spirit's saying at this stage of the game, that it's all about that right now. It's about you giving to yourself, learning how to love yourself, especially if you were abused, especially if you wound up being with this person that was so mean. I mean, they were horrible. And it's all for, again, your transformation to turn your fears into strengths as you step into the power of change, and it's change because at this point, like what you did was you walked away from this energy, like being around someone that was abusive because of their inadequacies. You said, well, I don't have to live this life. I'm going to drop what no longer serves me. I might have had to live in accordance to those beliefs when I was a child because I was dependent on the person that was abusing me, that created the trauma. But I don't have to live that now. I have free will. It's again, and that's, I may not know what the path is, but I'm on my path. I'm finding it. And as long as you're giving to yourself, the path unfolds. By again, creation, have the power to direct your life. With a constructive attitude, create what is best for your soul, which was not this person. Firmly believe that you can transform and improve your inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into an affirmation and action. Act in the image of God. God is just the energy of unconditional love, the energy of the universe, and bring light into your life. And really, Spirit saying it's again through the path of when the path unfolds, it's you'll birth something because it's wherever you're going to put your energy consistently. That's where you meet your tribe. That's where co-create with spirit, and that's how you'll be able to see yourself differently. So you'll be able to transform. You won't be the same person that you were dealing with this person. So, which would be good because then you won't be able, well, you might attract a person like that, but they wouldn't stay in your life because you're too high on a vibration. Person that comes into your life like this person that doesn't know who they are needs to be with someone that's empty, that doesn't require them to do anything. Because hey, they don't know who they are, so they don't put any effort in. They don't want to put any effort in. Again, because that would shatter their illusion of who they want to be perceived as. Instead of, I feel inadequate, they're going to come across as I'm a bad, where I don't need love. I don't need that. Where it's again, you know that you need that. We all need that. It's connection. That's why we're down here in the physical form to learn the lessons of unconditional love. We learn it through our friends. We learn it through our families. We learn it through harsh love, messy love, difficult love. We learn it through all the different lessons of love. That's why we're here. So it's again, that was it. You learn that you love this person, but they're no good for you. And in loving yourself more, you let them go, but you learn that you love this person unconditionally. Yeah, and you also learn that they're in pain and you choose you. I'm going to leave that there. You let me know how you resonate with this one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.